What's up, Blue Chips? What's up with all the $0 commission talk with all these brokers? Does it even apply to you? That's the question. Let's get to it. All right, traders. So this is something that we're going to be kind of turning into a bit of a series as far as kind of updating as we figure out new stuff. But the simple answer to all this is if you are using E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, or Charles Schwab. Don't really use them, and for some reason up here it said Chuck, but it says in conjunction with Chuck Schwab. But it's Charles Schwab is the actual broker, and as we kind of roll through these, the quick answer is yes. You will end up with $0 commissions if you are using any of the four of these brokers, which is Interactive Brokers, their light version, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, or E-Trade. From what I can tell and through reading through everything as far as their releases go, it seems to be that the only one that is not offering the $0 commissions for both for all three, you have mobile apps, you have the online trading, the online-based, web-based platform, and then you have usually the downloadable platform that they offer, which is mainly for retail day traders or the active trader. And the one that does not seem to offer that is Interactive Brokers. So with Interactive Brokers Lite, you'll get the client portal, which is the web-based platform. You'll also get the mobile app as well, which is what would give you those $0 commissions. However, if you still want to use the Interactive Brokers Pro, which is their platform that you can download, you still will be paying the commissions per trade as normal. So nothing will change there. However, you are going to be getting what Interactive Brokers is known for, which is the lower priced commissions that they've always offered with the direct-to-market order flow. You're not going to be getting your order flow sold to the market makers, which is what they tried to avoid all these years. But they were the first to kind of go down to the zero commissions, and they said, hey, if we're going to sell your order flow and make money that way to the market makers, then we're just not going to charge you for, your commissions to do so. What's scary is when you go to these other three sites with Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and E-Trade, it kind of seems like they're not going to be changing much except for the price that they were charging you, because they kind of jumped on board right away. And, they all, I think, are starting on October 7th. I'm not too sure about this one, but I think this one says October 7th as well. Yep, October 7th. And I believe TD Ameritrade is the same. I didn't quite look for the date for them. It might actually already be in effect. I'm not sure. They might have actually already been there. And TD Ameritrade is kind of the one that I was most worried about, that they were just charging you and already doing this, right? So you're going to be paying $0 commissions now for what they were already doing. So it's kind of scary that was probably happening. I'm not 100% sure that that's happening, but it's kind of what I think was happening, where they were already selling your order flow and you were just getting charged for it. I'm not sure if that's what was happening with E-Trade and whatnot, but I believe depending on the routes that you use when you're trading, that is like, if you want to go direct to market, you had to pay for it. But they all seem to have like an in-house route, which is usually where they would sell the order flow, which is also what would give you the lower commissions that they most likely were offering you. So with that said, it's, one of those things where it's like, do you really want to trade commission free? And my answer to that is, I guess it really depends on the size that you trade. If you're somebody under PDT that has a $5,000 account and you're only trading 100 to 500 shares on a trade, the $0 commissions probably will help you out, because most likely the trades you're making aren't going to be highly affected by it being sold to the market makers. What are they going to necessarily care about 100 to 500 shares? Now, if somebody with a huge account is looking to get commission-free trading and they're sending in 50,000 shares of something, the market maker is going to see that, and that's where they're going to have that valuable information, because when it gets sent to the market makers, they're going to look to basically get the spread on whatever stock it is that those 50,000 shares are being sent to. And that's kind of how the brokers are making their money, by selling the order flow to the market makers. And it's kind of, if you want to look into that, that could be a whole separate video in itself as far as order flow goes. But that's what this comes down to. They are able to offer you $0 commissions because they're selling your order flow to the market makers. What does that mean? Well, again, we can actually go ahead and make a video on that after this. But what this video is about is just saying that, yes, you can have $0 commissions. If you have a $25,000 account, you can essentially, with Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and E-Trade, use their active trader platform. As far as I know, from reading this, it doesn't say that that won't be the case, and get $0 commissions. So I know SureTrader actually had a little bit of an issue recently where they ended up giving free commissions for a little while, and it was kind of a free-for-all. You noticed people that were using the platform starting to overtrade, and I really believe that is what could happen with having $0 commissions, is people realize, hey, I don't have any commissions anymore. I can trade all I want. And then that might create somebody over trading, which is definitely not going to be a good thing, because then you're going to start taking trades that aren't your strategy, aren't your edge, because the commissions are free. And in return, it's probably going to cost you more than if you were to just stick to your plan and pay the commissions in the first place. But that's neither here nor there. And what this video is just quickly about is saying that with those three, as far as I can tell, with their platform for the active trader, you will get $0 commissions. And Interactive Brokers, it seems like you'll just, if you are using their downloadable platform and continue to use that, you will continue to pay the commissions that you're already paying. And if you want to use or take advantage of their $0 commissions, you would have to go to use just the app or their web-based platform for the $0 commissions. So if you're an active trader that's day trading on a daily basis, obviously you wouldn't do that. Really wouldn't make sense, because you're really looking for execution. Execution is key when day trading. And if you're more of a swing trader or kind of an investor, like long term, then for sure you should be taking full advantage of $0 commissions, because, why not, right? It would make no sense not to. So, like I said, this is going to be kind of a series. All this is still kind of happening. As you can see, it's only October 3rd today. All of this won't really take place until October 7th. There's a lot of rumors floating around with kind of what's happening, but from what I can tell, the only one that's really broken it down is Interactive Brokers. If you really go down into some of these, like if you actually read into some of these, like here's one that says, Main Street investors now will trade the stocks and ETFs of their choice for $0, while our most active derivative traders will continue to enjoy our industry-leading contract rate. And then obviously blah, 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 blah. So the contract rate is kind of what throws me, because I think they're talking about what the 50 cents per contract if you're trading options would be. And I'm assuming the rest would still be $0 if you're trading the stocks and ETFs. But, it kind of throws it in there. It's like, so obviously there's something else that could be going on there that we don't know. It's kind of hidden. And that's what I'm saying. We don't know exactly what's going on. Because to me, this is kind of more of just like a press release that you would have for some kind of a news story. and it might not be telling you everything. It might just be telling you what you want to hear just so that they can get your business. And once you get into the finer details of things, that's when it could kind of throw you for a loop. So until this all starts to happen on October 7th, that'll probably be when we get a little bit of an update. It'll either be probably on the 7th or the 8th that we try to do an update. That's what I know for now. And through my research and reading through all of this for the last couple hours, actually it's been like 4 hours, because I've been trying to figure out what's going on with this, because you never know when something like this is going to happen, and it could benefit you. But you also got to remember, you get what you pay for. So if something's free, everyone will tell you, especially on Wall Street, nothing is free. That's all I got for you, traders. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Always appreciate the support. If you have any questions or comments on this subject, I will try my best to answer any questions you have. But yeah, any comments maybe to something that I may have missed, that's always welcomed as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.